Hello everyone, and welcome to part 8 of Limbo. This is the bonus video I had promised, and to start us off, this is actually a much louder video compared to the previous video. Did you show the
entrance to this place, or just the place?
This is the entrance to it. This is the area right before it.
That's how you edit the video.
Well, I wanted to show where it came from, because you're right, if we just started off and it'd be like,
if you didn't show that, that'd be the end of the scoop. I'd be like, oh, I can't be a guy like that.
Yep, done.
It's subpar editing. I can't be associated
with no more of that. Get that out of there.
This is it. So is that like a solid wall until you beat the game?
Yes, that's exactly it. And the reason the audio in this particular video is so much louder than the previous videos is because there are some parts like this one where you can't see shit and you have to rely on the audio to lead you through the game. Or the parts of the game. You can think of this little sub-area as a shortcut if you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing very well, so it is definitely not a shortcut. Also, this sequence here, I count...
This is the gravesite, isn't it?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles. To me, that makes me think the kid is 10 years old, but again, we're never told explicitly.
Yeah.
Just a cool little subsection.
That's me!
It's kind of a fun little bonus, and this. Oh, and actually, I misspoke. That block right there is solid normally. You're able to get to that part. In fact, there's an egg hidden along that area, but that wall that just dropped is normally lowered until you beat the game. So I misspoke. This part is brand new. And because this game isn't very loud in most parts of the game anyway, so because the sound,
especially not in the credits.
Well, yeah. Also, machine guns. God damn it, how was I supposed to know that was there? So, don't worry, there's plenty more deaths where that came from. That's right, folks, don't touch that dial. Oh. But anyway.
Hey, look at that. Toby Games is... Oh, that's recommended for me. Never mind, you're not going to see that.
I do not. I've not actually watched any of Tobuscus C's videos that I can think of.
Get on it. Funny guy.
I think I have. I've probably watched a couple of it, because, I definitely... In fact, yeah, now that I think about it, I have seen a couple of his Minecraft videos, and I think I watched a couple of his Cube World videos. So, I'm familiar with his style.
What is Cube World? That's like that precursor to Minecraft?
No, it's not actually related to Minecraft. It's an RPG. It's Minecraft. It's more about exploration and fighting shit. It's more like Terraria than it is about Minecraft, to be honest.
Okay.
Really fun RPG, by the way, for those who are curious. But anyway, we've got a brain suck on us. That kind of sucks. And still can't see shit, Captain. All we have are these sad little lights that kind of do a shit job.
I can't see anything.
Yeah,
that's a terrible Sulu impression.
Now, what we're seeing here, what we're not seeing, what we're hearing here, there are those stalactite things that nom the brain slugs, but they're raised up and we can't quite see where the platform is, so it's kind of a guessing game to pull ourselves up at the correct spot. Otherwise, we're just bouncing back and forth between the machine gun and these lights. God damn, this part's weird.
Something shot downward.
It's getting there. And you can kind of hear right around here.
You're just jumping frantically.
That's pretty much it, because I can't for the life of me gauge where it is without some sort of sense on, where it might be. All it is just jumping when I start to hear the clickety-clacks of those things.
If I keep pushing buttons, something will happen eventually.
It's gotta work eventually if I keep on keeping on. There we go. Finally got it. And even then, you could kind of see it. Kind of grabbed it out of the air like that. I think I only barely managed to get it, so... Oh well, I'll take it. I'll gladly take it.
And now Mr. Eyeballs is going to venture on.
Yep. Yeah, these two glowy little eyes is all we're gonna see. Video, in a visual sense...
We're now playing Pac-Man in the dark.
In a visual sense, this video is not very impressive, I'll admit. Oh god, fucking machine gun, I'm down.
Although I did like that.
Yes, it was pretty impressive. Another just douchebag placed machine gun that just how the hell was I supposed to know that was there? So that gets that off, and god damn it, that was our only light. So we're back to not being able to see shit.
But onward the way go.
You can just barely see the little glimmer of light there with the line protruding that shows where that machine gun's gonna fire. But just barely.
Ooh.
And
why did you kill so?
Yeah, you can see the ladder on that side too.
What are you? Oh, I don't even know what you're doing.
It's pretty fancy.
What's happening right now? Where am I?
I wish I knew. But yes, there's plenty more. For those that have played this part of the game, you'll know what parts I'm thinking of when I think about the multitude of deaths that await us. This part here is Actually, not so bad at all, because we can actually see what we're doing for a while.
Ooh, you know what's good about seeing what you're doing?
Is that you can see what you're doing? Shit.
No.
Maybe if I just back
yes,
up.
it was. You backed me into a corner and I panicked.
Maybe if I just back up. Fuck. That was worth a shot.
I think that's what happened to your character too. I think he also goes back into a corner and panicked.
Realistically, that's probably what my reaction would have been anyway. But
I love that idea of people like I always thought if a car was coming at me.
Shit!
I always thought if a car was gonna like come at me and like hit me, but I had the time to do something, I would like try and get out of the way. But you always see and hear of people who are like, you know, a car is about to hit them, and they're just like, and then they die. And I'm like, why are you frozen with fear? You know, like, it's one thing to be frozen with fear. It's another thing to be frozen with fear when you have the ability and the time to not die.
Well, it's easy to say that when we're not in that situation. To be placed
No.
I'm sorry?
I think I know what I would do.
Well, I mean, we all think we do, but until you're in that situation, it's hard to be able to say that I would be able to back.
I think it'd be okay.
Well, I'm glad you think that. Unfortunately, the reality is that when that state of shock sets in, sometimes that 1 or 2 seconds is all it takes for that car to hit you. So, not everybody is so gifted as you consider yourself to be. So I'll say that.
That's right.
But anyway, this is another example where we see these sparks are more than just a visual aesthetic. We actually have to use that to solve this little mini jumping puzzle to kind of more or less guess where we think the little platform is. And as you might guess, we actually have to raise ourselves up and climb over this part. I'm sorry?
Oh, you're not pushing anything, it's moving.
Yeah, it's moving on its own accord. And once we're more video weirdness. Like I said, this is the only game I've seen it do that with my recording software. I
feel like at this point in the game, I'd be like, I don't want to play anymore, because I'm not a big fan of completely in the dark puzzle stuff.
I will say this part of the game is rather arduous. It's the sort of thing that you would only want to play through once, maybe twice.
I feel like it's one of those things that you don't have any fun doing. You just want to do it so you can say, yeah, I beat that game. The bonus part too? Oh yeah, I beat the bonus part. And you'll never play it again. This
part of the game is rather unfun compared to the rest of the game. Especially these parts here. We see this buzzsaw, and the reason I'm standing by it so much, and the reason I spend so much time here, is because I'm trying to get a feel for what it sounds like to be this close to the buzzsaw. I think you know what this is intending to mean.
It's gonna feed you apple cider?
Through a straw. But before it does that, it's gonna
through a straw, through the open wound that was your head.
Yeah, because we're dealing with buzzsaws, and I'm dead now. This is a...
Let me just get that apple cider for you.
Excellent example of audio-only puzzles. And in fact, the game goes so far as to load you back to this part, so it can really say, listen to this noise, know what it's like to be this close to the buzzsaw, because you will need it to pass this puzzle.
Let's listen now.
It's very frustrating.
That's when we're supposed to listen.
Shit! Yeah.
Now, can you tell when it goes up and down through the noise?
Yes. There's a gear shift noise that you can... That's
okay.
Like, not terribly loud, but it's pretty discernible. But still, this part of this little area is super tough. And of course, there's more than just this one. There's more beyond it. But good lord, it took me a good number of tries.
Family.
Yeah, there was lots of deaths were edited out of this video in general as well. So this one was a lot of fun.
He was actually 1 year younger when this video was recorded.
Well, like I said, yeah, if I started this series when I was 7 years old, then yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
A little more than 1 year younger, then I guess.
But yeah, this it's just like you said. This part of the game really is not all that fun. It's more frustrating. It's more difficult. But
this is a completionist.
It is.
It's part of the game. This is what completionists play for.
It is. You're absolutely right. And there's a couple achievements to go along with it. And also, I like to think that the payoff is worth it. Because, like I said, if you know what you're doing, it is technically a shortcut, I think. And there's one really, really cool part that I really, really like. And I'll try to remember to point it out when we get to it. That really...
Is it this?
It is not.
Oh.
I
thought you liked blackness and darkness and sadness and evilness and just void.
But at this point, you can kind of see his head raising and lowering. Well, not now, but a moment ago we were seeing it. So run for it, and I think we are good.
Yay!
As you can, it also helps to have like either headphones or surround sound speakers, which I happen to have, which also help gauge what direction that thing's coming from, because it's a little silly.
What if I use like earbuds, but only one of them works?
Well, it would certainly doable. It's just tougher that way. Also, fucking flaming tires for no reason, because goddamn it, like there wasn't enough stuff trying to kill us. And dead, but close to the edge there.
I think you've died in every possible way.
It sure as shit feels like it. In fact, I was all gung-ho after the series was ended to make a video for my own channel, which was just a compilation of all the deaths in Limbo and all the multitude of ways you could die, but like 3 or 4 people beat me to the punch a year ago, so it's already been made. But it was a good idea.
Things like that are always already been made. I remember when one of the earliest LPs, I think the first LP I did on my channel was Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1, and I did a Supersonic playthrough of it. Like, from Supersonic through the whole game. And I remember I bought the game like the day it came out. About a month, maybe even 3 months before the game came out, there was already a Let's Play of it.
Yep.
Because somebody had, like, he knew a guy, or he stole the game, or something stupid like that. He had an advanced copy, and he had the ability to get the footage, you know, way ahead of everyone else. And it just shows that it doesn't matter, you know, if you bought the game right away and recorded it right away and all that shit. Some may beat it faster than you as well. It's just, you can't be first.
Right.
You just can't.
Well, there have been a couple cases where I got lucky.
There is actually one game, though, where I actually was the only one to record it, though.
Right.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Spinball, the Game Gear version.
Yep.
Up 2 or so years ago, it was not on YouTube. Maybe even 4 years ago, whatever. It was earlier in my channel as well. It was not on YouTube, and I recorded it, and I was the only one to have that game on YouTube, like me alone. As well as some other stuff. It was, you know, like certain level select codes and stuff. But like that playthrough itself, only mine. I think I also have the only playthrough of Joe and Mac for the Genesis. I'm not 100% sure, but I know I have the most popular one. But the only thing I regret is at that point I was a little self-conscious about using my actual voice in recording because I didn't like the sound of it. So I used like some roboticized voice, which made it sound like shit. So the first and only recording of that game, you have to bear with like a robotic voice with the whole thing.
Well, it's better than nothing. Yeah. So anyway, we've managed actually to get quite far. We've had a few more buzzsaws actually be able to blaze through that. That last one in particular, I was so proud of myself, got it on the first try. This is the really cool part that I was talking about. I actually can't jump at this point. You have to step on this egg. And you have to listen closely for what happens when you step on it, because I think it's really cool.
It gushed?
I can't quite explain why I like that so much, but I step on the egg, I hear, like, bugs buzzing, and all of a sudden, holy shit, machine guns, what the fuck is going on now? It's like, the game's just luring you in like, oh, you're almost done, it's gonna be so quiet and peaceful. Oh shit, machine guns! It's like, what the fuck are you doing to me, game? You're breaking my heart. So I just love how that's done. I love how it lures you into thinking, oh, it's all peaceful and happiness, sunshine and farts, but then machine gun death. So fuck everything.
Machine guns, my love, my all.
Makes the world go round. So, and I think I fucking fell. And as you might guess, these are you just have no choice but to die because there's no way to get back up.
What if you use the power of love?
That's the power of love. You don't need money, you don't need fame, you don't need no credit.
I was watching a thing on National Geographic about this guy. He's called a Breatharian, and he uses the power of God. He says the power of God in some way, what's called? I forget. It's called. It's some church thing. It's the word when they give you like a piece of bread and wine. I forget what the word for it is. Communion. Yeah, you have like that. And I suspect, based on the one time it was mentioned, the only other thing he consumes is water.
Oh yeah.
But he eats 7 meals in a year. And he says that the air around him through the help of God, whatever, allows his cells to directly be rejuvenated and energized, and he believes that will give him immortality, and it's actually made him legitimately like younger. This is his claim.
Yeah.
Now, with the very loose logic of it, I understand, because the point of the stomach is to break down food to get energy to the cells, and if what he says is true, and he's bypassing the stomach, and he said he represses the feeling of hunger, then he wouldn't feel hungry, and he wouldn't need food if he's feeding the cells, but very weird stuff. You can look it up on National Geographic.
Yeah. There's also a video of a guy that, or not a video, a story of a guy, I think in China, that lives only off of water and ice, so it's fucking weird.
I suspect, though, that this guy doesn't eat nothing or consume nothing. I think he drinks water, and that might be one of you could live off of drinking water and nothing else.
Not very well. Not very happy.
Well, no. I mean, there'd be some other... it'd be tough, but you could.
Yeah.
Water's enough.
But anyway, that does it for this video. This is just that little blip there was just to show that where it ends you up, so it pops you back in that elevator, which we saw, I think, in like part 5 or something like that. So
Alex?
maybe 6.
Alex?
Yep.
That's okay. I'm here. I'm with you. We're gonna get through this. It's over, I know. But we're gonna get through this. There are other puzzle games.
There are. It's true.
Alex, calm down. You're freaking out here.
I know.
You need to go into withdrawal. It's okay.
Flying off the handle.
You got support.
The doctor gave me these pills to calm me down. Sorry about flying off the handle just now.
You gotta stop freaking out, man. You're going crazy.
That's enough Futurama references for one video. Thank you guys for watching Limbo. This, again, is one of my personal favorite games, so this is one I'd been itching to do for quite a while. We'll see you guys with the next series that we do. So
well, actually, what do you think that will be? This is the first series you've recorded.
It is. I know I'll be recording Trine.
What other stuff do you got in store?
I'll be recording Trine. I've almost got that.
You have.
I've got like 90% recorded. Since I was on vacation for a while, I need to get back in the swing of that. Once that's finished, I'll probably do. I've got a couple of games.
I actually have somewhere in my possession. Let me turn on a light. I have a thing. I was at like a telemarketing gig and I got bored, so I wrote down like a massive super list of just like every game that would be cool to record.
Okay.
And I have the ability to record most of them, but I was curious about where the hell it is.
Okay.
About which games you can record. If I can find this before the audience has to sit through 20,000 hours of this. What the fuck is this piece of paper? I have it somewhere. I'm not making this up. Don't call me a liar.
Well, I'm not saying anything. But
Alex, I can't find this piece of paper.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll have to leave the audience to wonder. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.